There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. So now we're recording. We're on the same thing. Perfect. Looks like everybody's still here. Looks
I'm
like
still here.
Doc is gone. All right. Perfect. So for anybody who didn't just catch that, let me just it's like 1 minute. So we'll just start over. Um, I just want every single person in here to know that you guys can do this. You guys can sell this system to clients. Um, all we're doing is just setting up a couple Facebook ads. We're running them. We're sending people to a page or a form. They're signing up, they're getting follow-ups, and then later on they become clients. And that's pretty much the coolest thing that can be done for any of these companies. Because every company needs more customers. And so that's how that part works. They do need our services. If they would have done this, they would have done this themselves. But they don't know how to do this. They don't have the time to do this. They don't have the know-how to do this. They don't necessarily care to learn how to do this. They just yeah, they don't want to learn it. They don't care to learn it. And so because of that, that's where we come in because we're going to do it for them. And so what's cool about that is I'm going to go inside real quick. What's cool about that is like I said, every single business needs this. There's not a single business out there that doesn't need this. And so it's much needed. It's a much needed thing. No business out there can say that they don't need this. The only business out there that wouldn't need this would be somebody who has more demand than they have inventory or more customers than they know what to do with. But there's not too many companies out there like that. You guys have expertise that these business owners don't. You guys have learned for the past, I mean, now it's like what, 20 weeks, how to build out these systems, how to build out funnels, how to build out Facebook ads, how to build out ads, how to create all these different things. So that way you can improve stuff for yourself as well as for these businesses. And so you've been learning, you've been growing, you guys have a skill set that these business owners don't have. And so I have a simple strategy today that I want to show you guys that I think will make it a lot easier for you guys to sell to these businesses. And there's one thing that we're going to be not doing that we did with Billy's class. So if we're going to break it down into steps, we're still going to have the Facebook ads, and we're still going to have a form, and we're still going to have the follow-up campaign. But the only difference is we're not going to build out a website. We're not going to build out a funnel. We're not going to build that stuff out. This is going to make it super easy to start selling this stuff and getting it implemented potentially same day or within 2 days of such. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. I need to go to the ad library first, because this is where all the magic is going to happen. Ad library. So here we are. We're at the ad library. Does somebody want to go ahead and give me a niche inside of the chat? Any niche.
I guess I could do physical therapy again since nobody else is saying anything.
Sure, physical therapy. So what I did is I just typed in physical therapy and then I clicked search this exact phrase. So now it's going to pull up thousands and thousands and thousands of different ads. 31,000 to be exact, if not more. So here we go. We have stuff from TrueFix Physical Therapy. I can't scroll for some reason. One sec. Facebook texting me. 1 second. I guess Facebook doesn't like this. Doesn't like this niche. Here we go. So we can see that there's like a bunch of different ads here. We have feeling stressed about going on walks or going upstairs due to balance concerns. We have active men in Kansas City avoiding the bench press or overhead lifts. Attention gym owners, gym goers of Kansas City. So this is obviously a Kansas City based physical therapy. So there's TrueFix, there's Recover RX. There's just a bunch of ads in here. Pro Kinetics Physical Therapy, Wild Hawk Fast Back. There's just so many different ads in here. And why am I showing you guys this? Because these are what people are offering right now currently. And I mean, if they're running ads, then they're most likely getting some sort of ROI on their ads. So when it comes to creating ads for potential business owners, you can literally just come in here, have somebody recreate those specific ads for you and for the business that you're going to be targeting. And how would you do that? Well, let's hop on over to Fiverr. So there's this guy right here, and I'm actually using him right now. He does social media content creation. He will do a full month's worth of social content for $100 a month. I know this says 65. He'll create 65 or 30 days worth of social media posts for $65. If you pay him $100, he'll actually post them and respond to comments on the actual accounts for you. And the nice thing about this is the customer or you don't have to give him access to anything except high level. What's cool about high level is when you're inside high level here, you can actually go to the marketing area. Inside the marketing area, there's a social planner. So the social planner, boom, right here. You can have all these pages connected. And then from there, he doesn't need access to anybody's account. He can post and schedule everything right through here using a CSV, using templates, creating new posts, however he'd like. So it keeps everything nice and segmented so he doesn't have extra access to anything. But what's cool about this is you can hit him up and just say, hey, can you go ahead and create ads for me? And so you send him either this link or you find, let's just say TrueFix. I like TrueFix. We're going to click, actually, we're going to just hover over the name here. So you can go to any of these names, hover over and then click view ads. When you click view ads, it's going to show all their ads. They have 7 ads here. So here's the 7 ads. If we wanted him to recreate these ads, and what I mean by that is all the pictures. So if we want him to recreate this picture or recreate this picture or recreate this picture, I mean, you could, there's no branding on here. So I mean, technically you could even take these pictures. You could technically even just take these pictures, but if you wanted them to be branded, all you would do is just take this link here at the top. You would just save the link and then you would just talk to this guy. I would recommend you contact him, get a quote, and then you'd send him that link. And then he would be able to actually recreate the ads for you pretty swiftly. He's very fast, actually. I have him working on, I think, 5 different clients right now. That might be my 5 orders right here. Really, really good, really fast. His content's really good. If you want, you could have him always just send you some samples over before he starts posting, but his work is really good. And so I just showed you guys how to create ads. Some super easy way to create ads that are working because people are running money to this already. So might as well recreate those types of ads and run them as well. And why is this important? This is important because let me show you what I'm doing specifically right now. I'm going to share Photoshop here, so that way it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So this is one of the clients I'm working with right now. I had that guy create 18 different pieces of content from other people's ads. I had him then put on their branding colors, their logo, all that good stuff. And as we can see here, we can actually see, minus this stupid pop-up that doesn't seem to ever want to go away, we can see that all these things are actually getting us results. And I have multiple different campaigns in here. I have, this is top of funnel. So this would be the first series of, I actually have this set up two different ways. I have this, the funnel, and then I have this lead forms. And so everything down here is with the funnel. This top one is lead forms. And I'm going to show you why this is important in a second. I have a couple different ad sets here with different targeting. This is police department, fire department, military, married, father. This is 40 to 50-year-old males. This is audience advantage. This is Facebook's algorithm. This actually performed the worst. We didn't get a single lead after spending $70. This one performed decently. 40 to 50-year-old males. What performed the best was police department, fire department, military, married, or father. It's not all of those things, it's just one of those things. And that performed the best, giving us an average lead cost of $28. Right now, I also started running Facebook lead form ads. And so this is when you actually create a form on Facebook and have them submit the form there. So instead of building out this long, elaborate funnel page with a bunch of content, all you're doing is in the ad itself, they click a button and they fill out their contact information, and then bam, they're automatically added into the welcome sequence. So it makes it a lot easier for them to get started, and a lot easier for you because you don't have to build all this extra stuff out. And so you can see here, and mind you, I started running this on Friday or Saturday, only $20 a day. So right now it's spent $51, so it ran for a day and a half, 2.5 days. We already have 3 leads, and actually 3 leads came from this one image. And you can see that the average Facebook lead form cost per lead is $5 compared to our best running campaign, which was $21. And that's just a retargeting one. That's not even cold. Cold was $28 a lead. This right now with the lead form is getting us $5.30 per average Facebook lead form lead. And all we did was we removed the step of the funnel page because the funnel just goes to a form anyways. Why not have Facebook give us the form? Why not have Facebook do the form for us? Especially because Facebook is really, really good at giving us more data from using their platform. Facebook doesn't want to take people from their platform. They want people to stay on their platform so they can make more money off of them. And so when we do a Facebook lead form ad, we're going to get a lot more leads for a lot cheaper than sending them to a funnel page. And on top of that, if you think about it, it actually makes sense because they're not clicking multiple buttons to get there. The funnel page, they had to click a couple buttons to fill in their information. With Facebook lead form ad, they click one button and their information already populates. They don't have to do anything. They just click submit, which makes it super, super effective. So let's go back over here to Google, the ad library here. So showed you guys how to use Facebook, how to find Facebook ads to run, which all you're going to do is just go to the Facebook ad library. I'm going to send you this exact link so you guys can go ahead and play around with it. And all you have to do is just, if physical therapy is not the one you want, just go in here, type something else in. And you can type in just the rand, like an actual phrase, or you could try to find actual advertisers here. And so that's how you can find ads. And then to have the ads created for you, just go on Fiverr, find somebody, or use this guy, whoever you want, to create the ads for you based on what you send him, which is just the link from what you find here. And then you go on Facebook, you start running those ads, and then as long as you have the engagement campaign set up, which is through high level over here, the automation campaign, as long as you have the 30-day welcome sequence created, and as long as you have the trigger set up. So you can see here that the trigger is the opt-in form. I would still keep this, but I would also go to add new form trigger, and you go to Facebook lead form submitted. You click save, you click draft to publish, and you click save. And obviously I haven't, yes, let me actually, yeah, I don't, opt-in form submitted. Yeah, I don't have a form for this. That's why it's giving me that error. But otherwise, if I had a form for this, it actually would be running. The only last step to do is you would just go to settings, you go to integrations, and then you come up here to Facebook form fields mapping. Okay, I haven't set up the Facebook page for this, but if I did, and I click this button, it'll take you to a spot where it'll show the actual Facebook lead forms. And all you would do is just select the one that you created. And then you would just say first name, last name, email, phone. And you're going to do that because that's the information that Facebook's going to give to you. And then it'll be mapped here. Once it's mapped here, they'll be automatically added into that workflow of the 30-day the 30-day welcome sequence, as long as you made sure to add them into the automation. And then from there, you just start running ads. You start getting them leads and they start getting customers. And it was literally just as simple as that. You found leads, you found ads that you liked. You sent it off to somebody to recreate the ads for you, or you could just go into Canva and create the same type of thing. You could take a look at one of these things, go into Canva and just find a guy walking upstairs and just put some text over it. You can do it however you'd like. Whatever works easiest for you. If you want to spend money, a couple bucks on some ads created for you, or if you want to make them yourself, it's really up to you. But you found the ads. I showed you guys that you should make a lead form, and then how to actually add them into the thing. So would you guys like me to show you a little more in depth of how to do this, or would you guys prefer me to answer your guys' questions for the next 30 minutes?
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe you can also add where to find the most successful and the most money-making ads so that we can take those as examples.
Yeah, so there's no way to know exactly which one is making the most amount of money. If you click see ad details here, because of how it is, it's B2C, so it's business to customer. We're not given more data. If it was political, we'd be able to see a lot more stuff, because with political, let's see if we can find something. With political ads, they actually tell you how much money is being spent. Like, yeah, here we go. So this guy, summary details. You can see how big his audience size is and how much money he's been spending and how many impressions he's been getting. But when it comes to commercial like businesses, we unfortunately aren't able to tell. So there's no way to know exactly which one's good, but that's okay, because all we want to do is just test it. They're going to get leads. And what's nice about it is Facebook's very optimized. So let me go ahead and actually, give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and actually just show you guys how to create one of these things. I'll even link my Facebook so you guys can see. Just give me 1 quick second. Internet's running a little slow today, of course. Just 1 more second. Apologies, guys. Facebook just keeps acting all strange. I'll actually show you guys how to add these in here too. I'm just going to go to the pages right now. Facebook's just loading very slowly.
Do you still show conversion mapping to your customers?
Do you still show conversion mapping to your customers? You're talking about the week 2 document?
Exactly. Yeah, however we create it, whether that's through that document or any other, but just have the 5-step conversion sequence. Do you still share that?
I think that'd be good to show them. That way they can see kind of what exactly is going on, how it all works.
Yes, that would be fine. But actually, with a personal question from me to you, Aaron, are you sharing it with your customers and clients?
Oh, I see. I'll show you exactly what I showed my client when I sold them on what we were doing.
Ah, okay.
That way you can see kind of exactly what we're doing here.
Shall I get a napkin because I'll be drooling?
I love you, Doc. You're the best. Okay, so let me share my screen again. All right, so as you can see, I'm inside of the Facebook ad manager here. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully it's not too pixelated. Glad to hear that you're drooling too, Kim. This is a brand. This is a. We actually have a different Splash Factory Facebook ad account. I'm just in the wrong Facebook account right now, so that's okay. But I'll still show you guys how to get this set up. So we're gonna just create a new ad. We're gonna create a lead ad. Zoom out of the way. We're gonna click continue. We're gonna use manual leads campaign. We're gonna type in lead form campaign 1A. I'm gonna leave everything else default. Ad set 1. We're gonna go to lead form. Actually, we're gonna do usually with ad set I do my targeting. So we're just gonna call this broad 1A. Instant forms is what's pre-selected. This is the Facebook page, Splash Factory. I've already accepted Meadows lead ad terms for this page. If you haven't, it'll say please do. You'll click the button and then it'll have a pop-up right here, which you'll scroll down to the bottom. You'll click accept. Super easy. Daily budget, $5 or $20 doesn't really matter. And then if you want to change your specific audience, you can. But I'm not going to do that right now, just for the sake, because you guys have already seen that. We're going to go to add. We're going to just call this 1A. And then you can see that our Facebook page is already selected. Our Instagram page is already selected. And then right here, it says destination instant form. Go ahead and click create form. And then now you can see that there's a couple different things here. And so we're going to just call this lead form. We're just call this lead form 1A. I would recommend, so yeah, I clicked form type. You click form type. I would select more volume because it's going to be more people that you talk to. That's selected. Now go to intro. You can use the background image of your ad or use an uploaded image. If you wanted to upload one, I'm just going to use this for simplicity for now. Greeting. Let's just say that I'm trying to target business owners on selling for my agency. So that's how we'll pitch it today. We'll go to ChatGPT. We'll open it up. We'll say, create me some copy for a lead form ad on Facebook targeting. We'll do physical therapy. We'll stay with that niche. Targeting physical therapy doctors and practices who will be seeing our ads. And so now it's actually going to go ahead and create stuff for a lead form ad based on the criteria that we said. Actually, I didn't give it enough. No, that actually works. I'm gonna say I didn't really give it a call to action or tell it who we are, but that actually works pretty good. This is add headline, add text, call to action. Perfect. So this we can use just for now, just to get ourselves started.
Is this short form or long form?
This is just building out the actual the lead form itself. I don't know if that answers your question.
Cheers.
Need content to add into the form. Here we go. Headline. Headline specific because you only get 60 characters. Yeah. So It's giving us extra stuff. I'll show you guys why we don't want to do that just for now. But we'll go ahead and fill this out. So lead form headline. We'll go here. Add this in. Grow your physical therapy practice today. We'll go back over here. Grab the description. Complete the form to receive your free consultation and discover how our proven marketing strategies can help attract more patients, improve retention, and boost your online visibility. It's actually pretty solid. We'll just put that there. And now you can see that this first greeting is actually gone. But it's up to you if you want to have the greeting. You could always just click remove it and then just automatically just have, the second that they click it, it just asks them for their information, which is fine. We can do that. So questions. Right now, it's just pre-fill questions. What's cool about this is it'll actually pre-fill their information from their Facebook account. So I'm going to move full name up, and I'm also going to go here to add category, contact fields, phone number, because we're going to email them and we're going to text them and we're going to call them. So we need their phone and their email address. So now we can see that that's here. We don't want to add any extra stuff just because of the fact that we want to make it as easy to hop in as possible because we're going to ask them more questions later on. So let me go ahead and paste in that copy that we got from here. I pasted it in here. So now it shows that. Now it's asking for a privacy policy. So if you guys have a privacy policy, you guys can take the privacy policy from your website, which I'll be doing just a second here. I have our own privacy policy. Actually, I think this link is broken. The link might be broken, but that's all good. We could always go to privacy policy generator for lead ads. That's in the chat for you guys. Company name, Splash Factory. Email address, info@splashfactory.com. Generate. And now we have a privacy policy just like that, where we're going to select the link that's going to populate right here. Link has been copied. We're going to go here to Ads Manager. We're going to go ahead and just paste that right in. Leave the link text blank because it already populates here, view Splash Factory's privacy policy, so we're already good there. And then completion, you can just copy in the text that was from ChatGPT. So we scroll down here to the bottom, it's right here. And then we'll go back to Ads Manager. Thanks for submitting your information. I'll just take this. We'll put that right there. So now we have, and if you have a calendar, which I would recommend, if you guys have a calendar you built through High Level, I would recommend adding that link here. I don't know if I have one, but I can try to see if I do. We'll go to calendars. We'll go to calendar settings. Then it'll show you your calendars. So ideally that you have one set up here. And I'll show you just quickly how to make sure that your calendar is set up correctly. Because sometimes when you set up a calendar, it doesn't show any dates available for like 3 months. And I'll show you why that is, because default, it tweaks. It's funny, we got good internet out here, but it's just really slow today. Here we go. We'll just take book a call with me. You guys should have that in your snapshots. Go ahead and click edit. Don't have to change too much here. We're going to go to availability. This is what's important. We're going to make sure that the date range is, we'll just put 7 days. A minimum scheduling notice, I would just put 1 day because that's how soon they can book before you know about it. Maximum bookings per day, you could do 5 or you can do as many as you want. Meeting interval, that's fine. That just means that you're only going to take 1 call per hour and it's going to last for 30 minutes. And that's fine. Now we'll click save. Actually, we'll double check things real quick first. Yeah, we'll click save. I think everything else is fine here. Go ahead and go to close. Now here's what's important. Once it loads again, click the 3 dots, click share. Here's a scheduling link. There's 2 different links here. One might change. This one stays forever. So I would recommend copying the permanent link. So click copy. And then you can now go to the Ads Manager and put that link right here. And now we have literally an actual fully set up lead form. I'll go ahead and click create form. And then now, whenever somebody clicks that button, which we can change the text to right here, call to action. We'll just click, I always click learn more, but it could always be whatever you want. They would be now, the second they click learn more, automatically populates this thing right here where it shows this lead form. And all they're going to do is click continue. They're going to click submit. And then bam, they can schedule the call right through there, or now we'll be hitting them up through our lead, our automation, which to get that set up, it's pretty easy. We're just going to go back over here. We're going to make sure that we're still in settings. We're going to go to integrations. And when I say settings, we're already inside the sub account. This is not the agency view. This is a sub account for our agency. I'm going to go ahead and click connect your Facebook's locations ad account or a Facebook account. Click connect. It's going to populate this thing right here. You're going to go to continue as Aaron. It's going to show all my Facebook pages, my Instagrams. Once it loads, select which Facebook page you want to do. We're going to go to Splash Factory, connect Facebook and Instagram. And now, as you can see, that is now selected. If I refresh the page, it'll now show that it is now added there, the pages. So now we're going to click select ad account. We're going to go down to Splash Factory, and now that's connected. So now we're going to refresh the page one more time just to show you guys that it made all the adjustments. Splash Factory, the page, and that the account number right there is our actual ad account. So now if I go back here to Facebook Forms field mapping, you're going to see that there's that same lead form ad that we created right over here. Lead form 1A, lead form 1A. We're going to click map fields, full name, email, phone number. It's already pre-selected for us. If it's not, you'll just click this and click the button. Click save. And now this lead form is now integrated from Facebook into our high level account. So anytime somebody fills out this form right here, they're going to automatically populate as a contact inside of our high level account here. So now they're going to populate here, which is awesome. The only other thing we want to do is just make sure that in our automation, our welcome day sequence, that we go here. We make sure that under the builder, here we go, perfect. So I'm gonna remove this one actually. Just because I don't have a form and it's gonna break again. We're gonna click add new trigger. We're gonna go over here, type in Facebook lead form submitted. And then you can either filter it by the lead form that it is, which is this one. I would personally leave this blank and not add a filter because you're probably gonna have a couple different lead forms. So just click save trigger. And then at the top here, make sure you click save. As long as this is on publish, you're good. So click save. And now you have a fully functioning Facebook lead form thing. And all you have to do is literally just create some of this content, the emails and the texts and the voicemails, using the stuff that I showed in the course, and you'll be off and running. And I also go through how to set up the emails, how to set up the phone numbers, and how to set up the domains. So literally we went from ads to how to get ads created for you, to then building a lead form, how to have the content written for us, how to then plug it into our high level account and have those leads that submit those forms automatically get opted into this. We didn't have to build a funnel. We didn't have to build a website. We didn't have to build a bunch of different pages in high level. We just kept it super simple. And I think right here, you guys will be able to see kind of the vast accessibility that we have with this. Because mind you, obviously they don't have a funnel right now, but that's totally okay. Maybe they don't need a funnel right now. As you can see, and I'll go back over here to my Photoshop so you can see that picture again. The on Facebook leads. These are the leads right here. It's $5.30. I know it says 17, but that's because there's multiple different images in here, and it's getting an average based on all the spend. You can see some spent more. This one spent $12 and got nothing. This one spent 15 and got 3. And then we have all of our other ones here down here as well. And these ones $34, $28, $21, $88, which is honestly crazy especially because that's a retargeting one. And this copy, this ad itself was actually like our best performing one, especially in these categories. But right now with the lead form, we're getting it as low as $5.30. I mean, even across the spend of all of these different ads, it's still $17, which is cheaper than these other ones. And this $21 one is a retargeting ad. You can see right here, retargeting. So I just showed you guys how to get leads for even cheaper by just using Facebook, what it's meant for. The whole Facebook lead form, that's exactly what it's all made and built for. So how to make ads, how to implement the ads, how to build a lead form, how to integrate it with high level, and it's all right there. I think that's super impactful because you don't have to go out and build a funnel, landing pages, any of that stuff. It's all just done through Facebook, which Facebook really likes, and they're going to reward you for that. Yeah, does anybody have any questions?
Gee, what time to be alive. And being with you is like being impregnated, and now I have to be careful to not give birth because all of this is just amazing. Thank you.
Of course, of course. Happy to hear
Aaron,
that.
I'm sorry.
No,
Can
go
you
ahead,
hear me?
Dwayne. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Hear you.
you always say this can work in any business. And the business I like is I'm trying to find leads for real estate investors or myself. So this should work on.
Real estate investors?
Well, for myself, I'm trying to find motivated sellers before I can purchase their properties. I want to do it myself. So I need to generate leads. And this is what you're showing. It works, didn't it?
I think it would
When I
work. I
set it
mean,
up in the system.
yeah, let me go ahead and show you how I would do something like that. So when we're creating the ad, the nice thing about the ad is if we go back over here to the ad set, like I know that this is like targeting physical therapy, but for this, I'm going to just show you guys the targeting for this. You guys can go down here to Advantage Audience, click Switch to Original Audience options, use Original Audience, and then from here, you guys have all this extra detailed targeting. If they're an investor, for the most part, I can guarantee that they're probably over 30 years old. So we'll just click that. We'll keep all genders. Is it local to you or is it all over the United States?
It's local to me. It's not investors. It's like motivated sellers. I'm sorry. That's want to sell their property. That's what I want to target. Motivated sellers.
So we'll do Chicago, we'll do 50-mile radius. That might be a little too much, but that should be okay.
That's perfect.
Perfect. So we have Chicago selected, age 30 to 65, all genders. And here in the detailed targeting is where we can go. We're going to click browse. We're going to click, I believe it's demographics, financial, income. And then I would just select every single one of these. Because this is top 5% of zip codes. Actually I wouldn't do 25. I would actually just do top 5% of zip codes, top 10% of zip codes. Because this is generally, you're going to find the richest people in your area. So we'll take that one away. And then we will see if there's anything in interest for real estate. Business and industry. Real estate, here we go. So we selected real estate as an industry that they're interested in. And then I think that might be it for that specific one. But we can also go ahead and type in just real estate. So this is real estate employers. Real estate development, which is a interest, appraisal, license, brokers, real estate entrepreneur. That might be a good one. There's 8,000 to 9,000 people with that specific thing. So you can just go in here and kind of find what type of person they would be by these types, by this detailed targeting. So like real estate development, they would probably be interested in that. And right now our audience list is 5 to 5.9 million people, which is kind of high, but Chicago is a gigantic area, so that does kind of make sense too. And also another thing too, because this is kind of broad, the way that this works right now is they have to apply to one of these things. So they have to be they have to be interested in real estate development, or their work title has to say real estate entrepreneur, or they have to be in the top 5 or 10% of the zip codes. The way that we knock this number down a little bit to get more specific is let's just go ahead and remove the top 5 and the top 10% demographics. We're going to click narrow audience. Then over here, we're going to type in top 5%. And we're going to type in top 10%. Because you can see just by typing in top 5% of income, top 5% of zip codes based on income, and matching either real estate entrepreneur, real estate development, or real estate as an industry, now our size is 206,000 to 242,000. Let's also add top 10%. So here it is, top 10%. So now we can see it's 346,000 to 407,000. So this would be a more accurate way to target people who would be interested in real estate in the Chicago and suburb areas, it was 30 to 65 plus. I would say that specific age range, just because I don't see people younger than that being really into real estate, let alone having the capital to do so. As well as the people that were going to be top 5 to top 10% of the household income are going to have more money to play with that would be willing to potentially buy that. So I would say that this would be a more realistic type of person to hit.
Okay.
So hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
Perfect. I see you have a question, Kim.
Yeah, I'm behind everybody, so I'm still I'm studying way back, but I'm trying to catch up. So when you're doing these Facebook ads and it had the privacy policy that you're putting in, if it's my company that's creating the ad for another company, and the privacy policy, am I putting their company name in it or my marketing company name?
Great question. I'm glad you asked that. So here in Free Privacy Policy Generator, I would create it based on here's how I want you guys to think about an agency. When you have an agency, I want you guys to think about, you're kind of like a double agent. You're kind of like inside somebody else's business acting as them. So when it comes to the ads, when it comes to all that other stuff, it's all going to be based on their information. So if your company name is Kim's Marketing Agency, and then the company that you have is, Betty's Hair Salon, you're going to type in Betty's Hair Salon here. The only thing that you're going to have that's going to be about your marketing agency with the customer is just the invoice that you send them. Because otherwise, everything is just based on their information, based on their company name. So it would be their company name, and then it would be, Betty at bettyshairsalon.com or whatever that is.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. And then I had another question too. So I'm going to be setting up a company. Can I, and I haven't gotten into High Level yet, but I'm sure that's where I'm headed. And I understand that you can set up websites in High Level.
Yeah.
I want to purchase the domain name. Can I purchase that through GoDaddy now, or should I wait until I get on High Level? And do I purchase the domain through High Level?
Yes, you can't purchase domains through High Level. So if we come over here to settings and we go to domains, they don't let you buy domains through them. The customer that you have, do they already pay you?
No, I'm going to be creating a company for myself.
Oh, for yourself. Oh, okay, gotcha. I would buy it from GoDaddy because the domain on GoDaddy is going to cost you $16 a year, maybe $20 a year.
Something like that.
You would buy it on GoDaddy, and then what you would do is you click add on High Level. You would type in, whatever the domain is. You make sure that that's selected. You click continue, and then it'll find out that it's from GoDaddy, and then it'll try to have you log in, and then it'll add all the records for you. So it's super eeasy.
Thank you.
Of course.
You. This was a really, really, really good class. I can't wait to watch the rerun.
I'm very happy to hear that. That's my goal with these. Looks like we got Kachi.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Kachi.
Please, my problem, excuse me. My problem is when my clothing business was started, I wasn't very much into tech. My daughter was the one that started it. And since I now want to manage it, they don't allow me. They say she's the main person. So she's tried to hand over to me. It's not working. I don't know whether you have any idea of how I can.
Like, are you talking about like a Facebook page? Are you talking about like the business in general, or?
No, the Facebook page. I can't, since I can't even do all the assignments because of the ownership. They say she has the let
So
me see.
she has the Facebook page and you don't have access to the Facebook page, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's my page. But they say she's the one. She was working in Facebook that time.
And is she able to access the page? Will she give you access to
She's
it?
able to access the page, but she's tried to hand over to me, but she doesn't even know how to again. Can I share it?
Show this. Yeah, go ahead and show the screen.
It says host this disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, go ahead and click it now.
Okay. Okay. Where is it? I specifically opened it so that, okay, I think it should be here. Let's see. Yes. So can you see?
Yeah,
Okay, so this is her name, Chidima Kalu. They say full control, everything. This is me. They
mhm.
say partial access. So no matter what I do, I cannot use my own page. And this is my name. I'm the one paying. I don't understand.
Well, I see what's going on. So, is your daughter pretty good at tech or no? Does she
Well,
understand?
I think she's above me.
Because what I'm seeing here is you're not added to the Facebook page. If you were added to the Facebook page, underneath users, it would say page, and you would see the page there. But you're not added to it. So what she needs to do, and I'm sure I could find a document for this. Let me pull this up here.
This is my own page. And that business is under my page.
Perfect. Here we go. So I'm going to send you this link in the chat.
Okay.
I want you to take that link. I want you to click the link, take that link, and send that link to your daughter.
Okay.
She'll be able to add you because right now she has not added you to the page. She added you into the Meta Business section, but you're not added to the page that's inside that Meta Business section. So that needs to be done for you to be able to actually add that. Or if you wanted to, you could always create a new page if you don't have anything really on that other page, but that's at your discretion.
I have, that's where the business, let me show you the business. That's where it's hosted. This is, where is okay, let me stop sharing and share that page so that you see everything is controlled by me. This is the page. I think, yeah, that's the page. Let me share it. I I don't, what did I do now? Oh God. It went somewhere else. Where is it? I saw. Is anything showing?
It's still showing your Facebook.
Oh, it's still showing on Facebook. I wanted to connect to my page on Facebook, the business itself. So it's me that put everything there.
I got
So
you.
why?
Yeah, so click the link that I sent in chat. I'll also send it to you in school. That way you can see it.
Okay.
I would send that link to your daughter and tell her to make sure that you are you're able to do, she's able to add you as a Facebook. She's able to
I
add
really
that
have
page to
suffered
your
so much
Facebook.
because of that. Since that was why I dropped out of our this thing. And up till now, we cannot solve that issue. Anyway, let me try what you said first. So then another thing I wanted to find out is like now, or maybe maybe I will talk to you on school.
Can I request access to your thing? Can you click that button, the accept, real quick?
Where?
It should have
Is
had
it
a
the app-
pop-up. It should have a pop-up
the app-
somewhere.
Aaron is requesting remote control of you.
Yeah, go ahead and click that real quick. Perfect. I'm gonna
Mhm.
take control of your mouse real quick.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? The setting may not be added.
None
Uh,
of instead they charged me, none of it, nothing.
yeah, nothing's moving for me. That's okay.
This is the name of that business. No,
Go ahead
Ankara
and
dot-
go ahead and go back to Facebook. The page you're only showing us one Facebook page where it shows your name and your daughter's name. Can you go back there real quick?
Okay.
Is did you pause screen share?
I don't even know again.
Here, I'm gonna stop your screen share. Go ahead and screen share one more time. I want to take a look at something really quickly, and then I have to.
Okay.
I don't have too
Sorry.
much time this morning. No, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good. It's
sorry.
all good. All good.
I think this should be it. Should be here. Yes, that's it.
Perfect. So go ahead and click out of that box.
Oh, here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just no, click out of it. So just like click where your daughter's name is. Yeah, there you go. You see where it says accounts? Click accounts on the left-hand side. Click pages.
Pages. This
Is
is the
that
page.
that's the
That's
account that you're talking about?
level one. Uh-huh.
Okay. Uh, you know what? Just message me after this. I'll help you try to find how to get access to this later on.
Okay. Thank you
That'll-
so much.
No problem. No problem. That might be
Aaron,
easier.
thank you. You're doing a lot.
Happy to hear.
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm here for.
Yes, thank you. I really want to work with you on my business if you can.
Maybe. I am very I've had like
You're
30
very
people
busy.
hit me
I
up
know
about
you're
that
all over
same
the
thing.
place.
Yeah,
You're all over the place. So.
I have like 10 people in my personal life asking for help. It's like I just want to
It's commercial. I mean, it's commercial. Even when we started chatting earlier, I told you, I'm just coming back to the business. I'm not very vast in e-commerce, but I have to do it now. I just did a photo shoot, so I'm ready to go. I want everything overhauled, including my website. I want everything to be up to date,
for
so for
sure.
me to take off immediately. I wasted so much time.
For sure. I hear you. Rich, what's your
Hey,
question,
mate.
my friend?
How's it going, buddy?
Good, how about you?
Yeah, fantastic. So I put a bit of a note on your page just about this restaurant stroke bar. Seen them this week. I've had a first call with them, and just to sort of clarify what they're doing and what they need help with and this type of thing. They want a website. I think what that pains is the social media. So obviously you want to get on them pain points straight away. Is this good on YouTube?
I'm gonna put it on YouTube, but it's gonna be unlisted. It's just gonna go into school. All these
I just want to be careful what I say.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, so this business and they're seeing how well I'm doing on social media, and they're like, well, can you sort some out? I'm like, yeah, I can sort your website out, I can do this, start this. But the question is sort of to do with how to sell the services. Obviously, on Billy's course, we talked about when they don't really care about everything else, they just care about what they care about. I think the main thing is the social media goes up and they get bookings. And putting these other little things in is going to be great. but it's how to sell just what they need. You know, it's how to put more. I don't know how much to charge. One at the same time, you know, you get what I'm saying. It's how much to charge them, and then for the continuous services, obviously updating everything. You're updating stuff, and you're keeping. You know, we've got email campaigns. We talked a little bit on the second. We're gonna have a price, and then what we're gonna do, mate, is that we're gonna have. So we talked about live events and having like a night where they can come. They're very big on cocktails. They seem to be. I think that's going to be their niche, and it's how to price it. You know, I think it was a lass on the group. She said she was charging 1,500, but I didn't know what that was for. How much you charge? That's the question. I think more than all.
Gotcha. It really depends. For me, just me personally, I would never touch a restaurant. Because of the fact that it's going to take them a lot to recoup what it took, unless they're already pretty popular.
Yeah, they're doing 2,000 a day.
They're doing what a day?
2,000.
3,000 a day?
2,000 a day.
2,000 a day. How many customers is that?
That
Is that-
holds, because it's more of a bar stroke restaurant. Yeah. So they're selling food. It holds 80 people. They've got
Yeah.
2,500 on the list. We've got 2,500 people on list. We've got name, email, most of the phone number, but they don't have the location. That's the small question there is they don't know where they're from. So it could be the local area, but it could be worldwide.
I see. I mean, you
So
could try
bringing in
you could
two
try
in
you could try the database reactivation campaign. You could give them an offer that's super juicy, like, come in, buy one entree, get an entree free, or, because at the end of the day, like, they might lose money on the first, but they're gonna come back if they have a good experience.
Yeah.
And the wait staff is good, they're gonna come back. So that's what you want to happen. It's okay if you lose money the first time, as long as they come back, because after they come back, second, third, fifth, 10th time, you've already made your money back and then some. If they're
Yeah.
pulling in 2,000 a day, I don't know what their profit margin is. It doesn't sound like it'd be too high because of all the expenses, wages, overhead costs. So in terms of pricing, I don't exactly know. You would have to talk with them about it. Just say, hey, like, my usual pricing is, 5,000 for the setup, and then it's 2,500 for the month for ads, which is split between my fee and the ad ad spend fee. And you just say, that's my usual, but because you're either a friend of mine or I want to work with you, I'm willing to lower that price just to help, because I also like your restaurant and I like your bar. Let's come to an agreement on what would be a good price on that. And you could potentially do monthly with them, where it's like they pay you $500 for a year, or $600 for a year, and maybe they don't spend as much on the monthly ads. It really depends. But
You mean 600? You mean $600 a month for a year?
you could potentially charge them that. $600 a month per year is about $5,000. So, wait, no, my math is backwards. It's 500 $500 a month is $6,000 a year. I mean, it's really up to you if you want to charge them $400, $500, $600, whatever's a good enough price for you that you are happy to help them, and you'll be paid, month after month, as long as they're willing to do that. Because the upfront investment might be tough for a restaurant, which is why I would never touch a restaurant personally. The niches that I want are higher ticket, where it's like, if I get them one customer, it pays for my service for years to come,
Yeah. And do you give them access to it? In the past, you were on a couple of these videos you've done. You said, once you build it, you give them access to it. or do you just do it for them? I don't think they're going to want. I don't think they're going to want any of that. They're just going to want me to do it for them.
They have a lot of other stuff they have to worry about. They don't want to have to worry about this stuff too.
And would you start a new? Would you start a new Facebook page?
If they already have an existing Facebook page, I would try to get access to it, just because you're going to be building upon it.
I'm doing at the minute, and I know this is different what you've been doing today. I'm used to doing the Facebook lead forms, and my leads on my own business is between £3 and £5 a lead.
Perfect.
Quite good. But to do it for a business you don't know as much about, it's difficult to switch it. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean, for sure.
And obviously, when I'm doing mine for my business, it's all in the copy and the media. So if it's the copy and the pictures aren't right, and they don't obviously click on it, or they don't stop and wait. It's got to be. There's a lot of things in there. A lot of different things when you're coming down to the ad copy.
100%. So yeah. Yes, I mean, I would just recommend playing with it. Have a couple different copies, couple different images. Play with that. When you get the leads for your business, I'd recommend calling them as soon as you possibly can, getting them on the phone, just telling them, hey, I appreciate you signing up. Just wanted to give you a quick call. You tell us kind of what we're all, tell you what we're all about. Here's what we've done for our previous, clients and customers, and here's what we would like to do for you too if you qualify. And then you just kind of give them the qualification, because you don't want to work with everybody. You don't want to work with terrible clients. So you got to qualify the clients by weeding them out, make sure that they're a good fit for you, not just like, oh, hey, their money cashes. Well, not necessarily, because I've had a lot of clients, a lot of them sucked because I charged so low. So you want to make sure that you're charging a good amount. That way you weed out the bad clients and you get the good
I've done
clients.
that before. I know.
Yeah.
Done that before a lot of my job.
Yeah.
You got to wait for that next one.
Yeah. The best
Wait for
client
the
that I
right one.
had, he paid me 5 times what my actual fee was. He was my best client. So it's like,
Yeah.
definitely go with higher ticket. Charge what you're worth. And if you really want to work at that restaurant, you just tell them, hey, like this is what I'm willing to help with. I mean, like if they have to tap into their savings, if they have to pull out a loan, please do not touch that.
They're not bothered. Honestly, he's ready to pay me.
Okay, perfect.
He's ready to pay. He's like, how much do you want? He says, we've got to go through it first.
How much do you want?
Them off. How much do I want? I want 5K.
Then tell them that.
I want 5K and 2.5. I'm up, but 2.5K. I'm up. But you're in dollars, aren't you? I'm not. I'm
are you pounds or euros?
Yeah, pounds, mate. So it's just under 4, isn't it?
If you're pounds, you're at like 6,000 United States dollars.
So it's like 5K your money, innit? When everyone talk about it, it's 5K in it, dollars.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
But here it's like 4K, like 4K.
Yeah, about 3,912 pounds. Yeah.
About 39, but you just round it up, whatever. Then,
I mean, you could charge him 5,000 pounds. That's your native currency.
Yeah, I'd like to, but we'll see what happens. I think I'm going on another Zoom now, but I really appreciate it.
Of course, very happy to help.
Appreciate it, man.
I want to show you guys one quick thing before we go. This is oh, here it is. This is what I showed the client. You guys were talking about that earlier. I noticed I said a couple things in my school post that I didn't even cover yet. This is some stuff that I showed the client. So this is the ads that I took from people who are already running ads. I had them be recreated by that guy. These are the exact ads. So it's a men's clinic. And so those are the ads. This is the landing page. I found a really good landing page that I liked and I duplicated it. Essentially taking what was already, because you don't want to have to recreate the wheel. You want to take what's already working or what people are already using and create a better version of it. And so that's what I did. This is the landing page. So if you go to any of those ads that I showed on that picture, you would essentially go to this landing page and it would walk you through all the different stuff, how it all works, is it safe, the client testimonials, which would then send you to the link or to the form. They'd click the form. They go through the texts and the emails and the voicemails, and as you can see, there's a freaking billion of them. Here's an example of one of the emails. It gives them a lot of reasons why it's a good idea for them, why it would be a game changer. Here's the texts, here's voicemails, and then, retargeting ads. But it's like, it's a visual representation of what you can do for them. And this, I think, is huge because it's just like, if I just tell them what they're going to get, it's not as impactful. But if I show them what they're going to get, it's huge. And so, like, obviously, like, this is once they had paid me, I showed them what I had completed. So like they paid me on the 12th of last month. I had this done by like the 16th. And so I created this and I showed them everything by the 16th. Obviously, if you don't have a customer that had paid you yet, all you would do is just find Facebook ads that you like that are working, well, that you believe would work for that industry. You would take screenshots of them and you'd put them here. And then you'd find a landing page that you like. And it's like, hey, this is a landing page that I like. I'm going to build this landing page for you. And you take a screenshot of that and put that here. And then, of a form. And then you could create some emails and some text and just show them like, hey, I haven't built this out for you, but this is, when I do build this out for you, this is how it's going to look. And that way it's like, oh, wow, I can see what you're doing. Now it's a visual thing for them. It's like, okay, I can see how it works. They come in from the ads, they go to the landing page, they opt in, and then now they're sent the emails, they're sent the text, they're sent the voicemails, and it's super visual, it's super impactful for them. And what's nice is once you do build it out for that one customer, then you do it like I did, and you actually take that information here, you show it everything, and you show the landing page, because then you can just take that and say, hey, this is what I did for a previous business. This is what they're getting in terms of their lead costs. Hey, this is how many leads we got them last month. Do you want to get yourself involved with that too? This is the price, Visa or MasterCard. So it's super, super huge, because when they can visualize this stuff and see, oh, wow, okay, that's a good looking ad. That landing page looks really good. I like this. They're going to get a lot. Wow, they're going to get 30 emails, 5 texts, and 4 voicemails. Wow, that's really cool. And you got more stuff you're going to do for me? Wow, that's so cool. It's a no-brainer offer at that point. And what you want is a no-brainer. You want it super impactful for them, where they don't even have to think about it. They're like, yeah, I want this handled because I know what value this is going to bring to me. And that's what showing them something like this would do. Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
I was going to congratulate you on your $10,000 month,
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
which is really amazing.
Yeah,
But how did
it
you
was
get
cool.
your clients?
Yeah. I feel so bad. Like I totally forgot to talk about that until just a second ago. So the 5K client here, this is the 5K client. They're actually from Billy's group. So they actually reached out to me. They're like, hey, I really appreciate, how much, teaching you've been doing. I wanted to build this out it's actually for one of her businesses. And she's like, I know I could build this out myself. I just don't have time. So would you like to do this for us? And I was like, sure, why not? Especially because I like the niche. I have a doctor who's actually in this niche. I see him on Friday. And so I'm going to build some of this stuff out for him, and I'm going to probably sell him on this same exact thing too. So that'll be cool. But got the 5K from this. There was another company that was they have a movie that they're doing, a documentary. And so they reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you think you can help us with this? And I was like, sure. And so that was a friend of mine who knows what I do. And they were like, can you help us out with that? So I said, yes. And that was $3,500 for that one. This one was $5,000. The movie was $3,500. We have a lawyer, an attorney, and we do some high level stuff with him. And we charge him, I want to say it's like $300 or $400 a month. So that puts us at was it 9,000? Like 8,800, $850. And then we had another customer he's a political guy, and we're just making social media for him for $1,000 a month. And I'm using this exact same guy to create the content. So it cost me $100. He's paying us $1,000. I'm able to provide him exactly what he wants. It looks really good. It's really clean. And it's good stuff for him. I'm also gonna run ads for him. So like all the content that he does create, we're gonna boost them as ads. So that's where the other part of the fee comes from. But that puts us at like, I want to say like $9,850. I had somebody,
Fantastic.
yeah, I sent something to a buddy of mine and he sent me $50. So we're technically like 9,900. So it's super close. But we'll just round it up. But that's how that happened. But my goal with this class and with the course that I'm building for everybody here, like if we go over here to the classroom, if we go over here to the classroom, this is a course I'm building out. My plan with this is to show you guys, like I'm gonna redo today's lesson much more streamlined, throw it in here, a couple more tactics and stuff. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to outreach. And then I'd like to do like spend like 2 to 5 hours. It's just tough because I always have distractions. So if it's possible that I don't have any distractions, I'd like to just spend 2 to 5 hours going through, calling a bunch of people, texting a bunch of people, emailing a bunch of people, cold, contact forms, hit them up on Facebook, and just showing them practically this exact same thing and be like, hey guys, this is what I built. Do you want this built for you too? And then just seeing what happens, seeing if I close anybody or how many people I close in a day. I don't know. We'll see. But that's my goal because I know that in the class, Billy was also showing the social media posts that you put on your Facebook or your Instagram, what you message your friends, what you email your email contacts, and there's stuff like that too. But I really like this niche. I think niching down is really important because then you can just copy paste and it makes it easier for you to give the most benefit. Because let's say I had 5 customers or I had 5 clients in a month. Let's say today I had 5 people come to me that are 5 completely different businesses, and I had to create this exact same system. Well, I'm only one guy, so it would take me some time. Because it's 5 completely different businesses. I'd have to do research for all different industries. I'd have to recreate all the ads, the landing page, the follow-up sequences, all that stuff. Versus if I had 5 clients in this niche, it now takes me so much less time to fulfill on that and to get them set up as fast as possible. Because what we want to do here is we want to get them set up as fast as possible to get them the most bang for buck as literally as fast as we can. So like if I got a client today, here's the first thing I would do. First thing I would do is I would come and add them as a sub account inside of High Level. Once I go into High Level and I create that sub account for them, I would come in here to phone numbers. I would go to Trust Center and I would start registering this. I would, as fast as possible, get them set up with this. And in school, if we go over here to, I think it's in here. Yeah. Set up phone number. We go ahead and click this. Let's scroll down to this document right here. And I would just follow this exact same steps that I already went through before. I show you guys everything to type in. I even give you guys all this stuff right here that you can just copy paste and change this information. I would immediately start registering them for this because this is what's gonna take about 12 to 24 hours to get them approved. This is for texting. I would do that as fast as I possibly can. Then I would set them up with emails. So I would come over here, dedicated domain and IP address. I would add a domain. So that way I can start emailing. And then after that, I would come down here to domains. I would click add new. And I would add a domain. I would probably purchase a domain for them because I don't want to have to ask them for anything. And then after that, then I can start doing my research by going to the ad library, see what everybody else is doing, see what all the other offers are, and then just start creating the ads from that. And then from there, I have my guy go create the ads. I start formulating and taking a look at what the actual ad campaigns would look like. And then once I have all that information, I would go and either I build the lead form, which is through Facebook, which I showed you guys too. And that's probably what I would do. I would probably just build the lead form in the very beginning. And then I would also work on building landing pages over the course of the next 2 weeks. I would do some research because it's going to take a minute. The hardest part about all this is trying to find a good funnel to recreate. And it also takes time because you have to recreate that. So then I would go and try to find funnels that I could recreate and make them better that would work for that specific customer. And then once we get the texting approved and the emails are already set up, I would immediately take the list from the customer from the database reactivation campaign, which I talked about the last 2 weeks, which is just taking a list of their previous customers, and I would then put them into a funnel or an automation, which automatically gets them started with oh, I think it's actually is it right here? This is a different one. If I was to, it's this guy right here. I would immediately get them set up and get them inside the database reactivation campaign. So that way within 2 days of them signing up, I already have phone number set up and they're already starting to get calls and texts back from people that I put through the database reactivation campaign. And so now literally within, if they pay me on a Wednesday and they're getting people hitting them up on a Friday, they're like, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. And so I have all that stuff going while I'm waiting on my guy to recreate the ads. Once he gives me the ads, then I go ahead and I create the lead form. I create the ads with a bunch of different images and I start running the campaigns. And then because I showed you guys earlier how to create the lead form and how to get it plugged into high level with the welcome sequence, then you would start doing that too. And the welcome sequence I would create probably right after I do domain. So it'd probably be one of the first things that I do is the welcome sequence. I would do phone numbers, email, domain, then I would do the welcome sequence, and then I would go and look at ads and all that type of stuff. And that's what I would do for that if I had a brand new customer. If it was a brand new customer for the same niche, I could recreate a lot of this stuff. I would go back to my guy and have him recreate all these ads for the new customer. I would go through all the emails, the text, and the voicemail and just change it out to the actual new customer's information. I would then create a new lead form with the new customer's information. And if they gave me their Facebook page and access and whatnot, if I decide not to do that, or if they don't have all the stuff that I need, I would then just create a brand new Facebook business account with a new ad account with a new Facebook page and all that kind of good stuff. And the nice thing too is this guy will make ads for you and he'll post social media for you too. So that might end up being like $150. So like $50 for all the ads recreated, and then like $100 a month to post the content. And then literally now you have a full, complete everything for the business. You have all the organic stuff, you have ads running for them, you have follow-up campaigns for them. Everything's done. All you have to do now is just monitor everything and make sure that everything's running good. And that, they're spending not too much money for the leads. And that's how I would handle that. And I'll also make that in the course too, where it's a bit more streamlined too, because right now I'm just kind of off the cuff saying that.
That's good stuff. That would be really handy, really good to have. Thank you, thank you.
Of course. I'd like to create a checklist for that too, like an onboarding checklist. Like, here's the stuff that you would ask for, because like in A2P, like it doesn't ask for too much stuff. Like if they're a business, you could put the business EIN in there. But that's really up to you. If you ask for the EIN, then they start getting crazy. If you just, and they only ask for the EIN if you're planning on doing more. Oh, they changed that. This used to be 6,000 just 2 weeks ago. Now it's 3,000. Interesting. But I mean, that's like 3,000 text messages a day. That's more than enough. You don't need any more than that. But yeah, that's how I would set that up. And maybe that's what I'll do. When they get the next client, I'll just map it all out completely and just show you guys the full process. Because like that's my goal. My goal with this is to just, here's what I'm selling, here's how I did it. here's how I got the client, here's how I fulfilled for the client. Here's how I kept them happy, here's what I showed them monthly, and this is exactly how you can do it yourselves too. That's my goal with this. Anybody else have any questions?
Until I get to your level, I want to get to your level. See, I was saying this when you started all those teachings at the beginning. Aaron is going somewhere. See how you are now master. I want to get there so that I can make money.
Pachi, no wahala, you will make a lot of dash dash. And
Thank you.
there is no, there is, you don't need any palm wine, you don't need cola nuts, you know.
I've
And,
not drank palm wine before.
and Aaron is no juju man, so it's all good stuff, okay?
You are funny.
Aaron, you don't understand what I'm talking with Josephine because she's an Igbo girl.
Yes,
and
I am Igbo.
Yeah,
That's
I had
true,
my
I've
charity
drank
in
palm
Nigeria.
wine.
I had my charity in Nigeria for 15 years. We were on TV every day on the Kakaki morning program with AIT. She knows everything I'm saying. Nobody else
Wow, you
understands
went
a
too
word.
far. You know
So,
too
no
much.
wahala.
No wahala. Well, Aaron has done very well. I'm really very proud of him. Mhm.
What you said?
I'm a student, his student, and I want to learn.
You said Ibu? What's Ibu?
No, Igbo is Igbo language. I'm from the Igbo speaking part of Nigeria, Eastern Nigeria.
I see.
Yes.
They're referred to as the Nigerian Jews or the West African Jews. They are the most working, hardworking, especially the ladies. The ladies are very hardworking. They're very good business-oriented ladies. The men are wasted. Forget the men, you know. But the ladies are really powerful there. And so targeting ladies in Nigeria would give you certainly more happiness. And I'm talking in business and in dash, you know, in money.
And
And
a lot of those men, they do business, so
and then when you can make a West African Nigerian woman laugh like she laughs right now, you know you're doing something right.
Nice.
no, I'm really impressed with Aaron's performance. After all, we started at the same time. I'm watching him start teaching immediately, and I was referencing him in my current group. You see, that's how a leader leads. A leader shows by example and then teaches what he knows. He just started taking it. Before you know it, look at where he is now. I really want to get, even if it is halfway, Aaron.
Well, thank you very much for the kind words. When we started the class, I just noticed that a lot of people were having trouble, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't want any of my team to fail. I want them to, and if they do fail, I want them to know that they're in good hands. Because I mean,
You did so
everybody
much
at some point will fail, at least in some way, shape, or form. And I want them to know that it's okay and that I'll be there for them and I'll help them out the best that I can. Obviously, I'm not the best, but you know, there's different things that we can do in life to help people, and it's like that's what I wanted to focus on and just help with that. So that was my
You've
main
done
goal
very
with that.
well. You did so well. You led the way for your team. And many of them I know have also done well because when someone that knows where they are going to is leading a group, everyone catches up quickly. Like where I was and where I am now, nobody does anything for anybody. Find it yourself. So some of
True.
us that are not too techy, so it presented a problem to us, but God day who get there.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. That was my goal was to help best I can. So I'm glad that it did help.
Yes,
It
thank
feels like you give us a safe place, and I
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
yes.
I appreciate that. There's no such thing as a dumb question. No such thing.
As I prove on a weekly basis.
No.
Thank you so much.
Of course. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
There is nothing like an amazing wife keeping the crying baby away from you while you teach, and you have a new baby on the way.
That's a good one, you know. And I
She's
know he will be very helpful at home as well.
she's amazing. She's very amazing. Beyond blessed, truly beyond blessed.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you for doing this time of the day, because you know, for me in Europe, it's evening time, so this is really, really great. I thank you for that. I'm rushing off now. I'm leaving the office now. So thank you until next Monday, and blessings to everyone. And Kachi, no wahala.
So where are you? Where are you in Europe? We were in 8 countries in Europe in December.
Okay, I'm in Germany.
Where are you?
I'm in Frankfurt, Germany. Usually you land
Oh,
in
I was in Frankfurt and I was in Berlin.
Very good. So we're in Frankfurt.
No, we arrived in Frankfurt. So we only hovered around the airport. Then we headed to Berlin. Then in Berlin, we were in that DoubleTree hotel. By I have them all in my phone. I don't know those names, but we spent the Christmas in Berlin. Went to Berlin Wall. Went to the Christmas markets. I have all of them documented, and went around the whole. Oh, I enjoyed Berlin.
One day I will definitely welcome Aaron and his family to be in Germany, because you deserve to see this part of the world as well.
I appreciate that. I will say I stopped drinking booze like 2.5 years ago, but we were in I want to say it was Frankfurt. I've only ever been to Germany like 3 times, but it's always been just as a layover. But you guys have the best beer in the world. That's a fact. There was a pub, I guess, a brewery inside the airport, and they only sell the beer at the airport, and it was the best amber ale I've ever had in my entire life. I forget the name of it, but
that's why they have so many public toilets at the airport, because when people drink that beer, they need to run.
Oh my gosh.
That makes sense.
I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know about beers.
Anyway, I'm running off. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And
Have a wonderful day.
God bless you guys. You guys take care.
And
If you guys have any
too.
questions or anything, just hit me up in school.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Aaron.
Of course. Happy
Have
to
a
help.
wonderful. I wish everyone a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye. God bless.